Get ready, we're making a bumblebee bow today. See what the buzz is about. So here we go, we're gonna get started again. So I hope that you can see this nice and clear. So today we are using the Deluxe Easy Bow Maker. And you can purchase this at any location such as a Michael's, a Hobby Lobby. You can also purchase it at some of the suppliers that are online on Etsy. So Amazon as well. So what I would like to do is get started with my check ribbon, and this is it here, and it's black and white buffalo and yellow and white buffalo check. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our tail in first, and we're going to come up about 6 inches. And then we're going to give it a twist, 6 inches on each side. And you don't want to push down on the loops, because when you do that, you weaken the wire and the bow will not stand up as nicely. So we're going to go ahead and do this again. And we're going to push down from the center. We made a twist. We're going to bring this around like so. Then what we have is our bumblebee ribbon, and isn't that so pretty? The bee is just buzzing away and all the little bees follow. So what we're going to do opposites of this tail, and we're going to bring that down. We're going to come out. And we want that bee to be flying away. Then we're going to twist, and we're going to drop down and bring in from the opposite direction a loop. And then instead of twisting this upward, I'm going to leave it straight up. I am not going to twist that ribbon. I'm going to flip the ribbon down so that you see the top of that bumblebee in flight. So one's going up and one's coming down. And what I've done, I've manipulated the ribbon so that the bumblebees stay in flight and that you can actually visually see them, which actually gives a much better appearance, so that you're not hiding that away from the bow. So we're going to come up again. Now you're going to see those small bumblebees. And then we're going to come across here. And you're going to cut. And you want to cut where it ends. You don't want to cut in the middle of, say, the bumblebee. I always allow for extra if that should happen, because I don't want that to be cut off. So next, we are going to place the black ribbon next. And we're going to cut this in a V here. Give it a nice clean look. And we're going to come down. We're going to twist. We're going to twist again. And then you're going to cut. And you want this so that everything is opposite of each other, because you want the formality to be balanced. You would like your bow, the presentation of it, to flow evenly and absolutely be beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the yellow and black. And we're going to put that on next. And I'm going to go to the opposite side. That's probably about 4 inches. And then I'm going to twist and flip. And doesn't that look beautiful? It's all coming to life. And that bee is just going to be buzzing about. So then the last ribbon, we're going to do this buffalo check. And we're going to drop that down. And see, I try to separate the loops so that they're not on top of each other. And we're going to twist. And I do this loop just just a little bit smaller so that you don't hide the other ribbons. So if all the loops were the same size, they would actually be hiding some of the others. And with doing a balance of making the loops just a ½ inch shorter all the way up, it's like building blocks. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut the V here. And now what we're going to do is we are going to put a chenille stem underneath when we pull it through, but we're going to use a wire tie to hold it in place. And the bumpy side goes on the bottom. So what we're going to do, we're going to slide this up through the center, and then we're going to pull it through and into that little hole there. And then you can hear that snap, 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 which means it's holding and it's keeping it in place, and those loops are not going to go anywhere. So we're going to pull that up. We're going to move this out of the way a little bit. I hold it between my fingers like this. I'm going to put that chenille stem through the bottom here of that, and I am going to pull tightly. And then what I do is I take these wire cutters that I have, and they are actually very nice because they're a crescent, called from Crescent, and they're very sharp, and they have like a spring loaded, so it makes it really easy to cut them. So what we're going to do, we're going to fluff this bow. Just like so. And then all we're going to do next is we are going to tie that in the center. And I'm going to use this ribbon, and I'm going to cut this approximately 7 inches. And to tie the center to keep from the bulk, I'm going to remove the wire. By removing the wire, it allows for a smooth transition when you go to cut and when you go to tie that center. And these are actually my quilting scissors, but I love them. They're wonderful. I will list and post the name of them. So then what we're going to do is we're going to fold, and we're going to fold again, and we're going to come down the center here. And as you can see, it gives it a nice clean look. And then you don't see the mechanics there. So we're going to flip it over, We're going to tie that in a knot, and that bow is snug and nice and tight, and it's not going anywhere. So we're going to cut. We're going to make another cut. Very clean looking. You want the presentation of your bows to be beautifully displayed. And this is what I do. And we sell a lot of bows, so I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and enjoy watching. Every week we will be making bows until I have my surgery, which I am waiting for a transplant at this time. So thanks again for watching, and have a blessed day. Thank you. Thanks for watching today, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we will look forward to seeing you next week on YouTube.